Santa yàlla waaw
Reverence the mighty house of King David, Tories International, the earth, sky and sea, ether and water. Earthquake, lightning and thunder in a room, Holy Emmanuel and King Selassie. Sure! Sanctify your soul, cause thy children should. Oh, the Most High God, Jah, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquer land of tribe of Judah. Lift up your light of the spirit, so divine majesty, and first, Isaac, King of creation, King Alpha and Omega, the beginning without end, the first no last. Protect the rates of all human faith and ruler of the universe. So you love God, Selassie, and great and terrible God, Jah Rastafari is almighty God, Jah. Oh, the Most High eternal Father, Jehovah God, the Rastafari. Hear us and bless us, O Lord, and sanctify your soul. Cause thy children shall upon us, thy children shall receive. Oh, the Most High God, Jehovah. Prince and princess shall come out of Egypt. Teach us love and loyalty and the serve that we must be from. Thy blessings are also only be fed the naked, be clothed, the sick, be nourished, the aged, protected, and from the care for. Deliver us from the hands of our enemies that we may be fruitful for these last days. When our enemies are fast and decay, death, have ceased, death, have earth. Lord, let me Most High God. Sure! Rastafari, say Lord King Selassie, Jehovah God, Rastafari, mighty God, Rastafari. Great and terrible God, Rastafari, is the mighty God. You see that it is I am ready, God, for sure, Most High God. Hear us and bless us, O Lord. Keep and sanctify us all. Cause thy children to shine upon us, thy holy Son, so we shall be redeemed. Selassie, Jah.
Rastafari.
As we lift the eyes unto the hills from this moment. Jah will not see that which we move. Behold, he that keepeth shall not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth his will, shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is our keeper, the Lord is the shade upon thy right hand. By Jah protection, the sun shall not smite us by day, nor the moon by night. Lord God shall not support our people, God shall preserve our soul. God Rastafari shall preserve us going out and coming in from this time and henceforth, forevermore. So, Lord God, Selassie, Jehovah God Rastafari. Almighty God Rastafari, great and terrible God Rastafari is the Almighty God. Jah! See that it's sign and reigning out of our flesh, O the Most High eternal Father, Jehovah God Rastafari. Hear us and bless us, O Lord, keep and sanctify us all. Because I know the face will shine upon us thy children, that we shall be saved and be redeemed. O the Most High God, Jah! Our Father! So let the words of thy mouth and the meditation of thy heart be accepted in thy sight, O Jah, our strength and redeemer, O the Most High God, Rastafari. Keep and sanctify yourself, because thy know the face to shine upon us, thy children, that we shall be saved and be redeemed. O the Most High God, Jah. Holy Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah.
Rastafari.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. His light shall be on the law of the Almighty, and on his laws he shall meditate day and night. He shall be as a tree planted by the rivers of water, which bring forth its fruits in due seasons. His luck shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. But the wicked are not so, but are like the chaff of the wind drive it away. Therefore the wicked shall not stand in the presence of Rastafari, neither sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Rastafari know the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked man shall perish, said the Most High. Selassie, Jah. Rastafari. Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah.
Rastafari.
I want to say a pleasant welcome to one and all. This is the Kunta Kinteh Island. This island, they had taken me away 400 years. And I'm back here today. Article chair for the Africans, Gambia. Roots Festival. 11th edition of the International Roots Festival, celebrating Africa unity through culture, 9th to the 17th of May 2014. If you can just give me your earring for a little. Patient listening, wrap up attention. I don't come here to play around. The world is watching and want to know what are the government of the world doing towards bringing home black people in this black continent. Are you listening?
Yes.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Oh people, are you listening? Yes. Oh Gambia, are you listening? Yes. England, are you listening? Yes. Jamaica, are you listening? Yes. Eli! When I say Eli, you must say Jah. Rastafari. Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari is the king of Ethiopia. Another country in the Gambia region, same way. The whole African country is Ethiopia. Everywhere in Africa is Gambia. Everywhere is Ghana. The whole world is Africa. Listen to me now as I start. The River Gambia, from where the country got its name, has been an attraction to explorers and historians, starting with the Carthaginian sailors, who wrote about the sparkling waters that snake between the tiny country, dividing its two banks north and south. During this time, the Gambia belonged to 6 kingdoms: Fosi, Kombo, Sin Salom, Naimi, Wuli, and Fulado. Trade was the river's main attraction, and as a magnet for business, the river drew people from other parts of West Africa and other kingdoms, such as the Songhai, Mali, and Ghana empires, which were a powerful realm between 300 and 1000 AD. Other traders along the river included the Arab and the Berber, merchants who operate across the Sahara in North Africa. This interaction brought about the conversion of many local chiefs and their subjects to Islam. Trade with the Europeans also commenced, with the first European, Alvisto de Cadamosco, from Venice, Italy, venturing into the Gambia in 500 AD. Are you listening? Yes. However, the Portuguese traded at a commercial level with the locals, and by 1456, liquor, mirrors, beads, and cloth were being bartered with locals for gold dust, hides, ivory, and slaves. It would take almost 200 years before the concept of colonialism came in, with the Latvian Duke of Courland through the Duchy, establishing its first colony in Africa. It was on St. Andrew's Island in the Gambia where a fort was built. The British, after having been repelled by the Portuguese a century earlier, gained a foothold on the river in 1661 by capturing the fort and renaming it the James Island after the Duke of York. The island, which can still be visited today, is located up the river, close to the famous village of Jufure, home of Kunta Kinteh, and hero of the Roots novel by Alex Haley, a popular area frequently visited by tourists. Are you listening? Yeah. Thank you. In 1888, after centuries of wars between Europeans and conflicts with locals, the Gambia became a British protectorate. It took another 77 years before the Gambia championed her liberty as an independent state under Sir Dawud Jawara. After almost 30 years, a change of government took place under the leadership of Lieutenant Yahya A.J.J. Jammeh, bringing about the rebirth in the Second Republic 2 years later, with Jammeh elected president in 1996, from a correction. Today, the Gambia remains relatively calm and stable and boasts of a democratic government. Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari. So therefore, my beautiful people, this island is now called Kunta Kinteh Island. And this same island, Gambia Diatale. And this island is where they've chained my grandmother and grandfathers and, you know, your grandparents also. So I'm here this day. My name is Miguel Orlando Collins. That's the slave master's name. The priests in Ethiopia call me Fikre Miriam. Yeah? The children call me Dada. I'm from Jamaica. Dada. But I'm from here.
Don Dada.
Oh, I'm a bit confused, you know. I'm from here or where? Guinea or Ghana or Senegal. They took you from a lot of ports. So I want to say thank you very much for making this visit. All because of His Excellency Yahya Jammeh and the beautiful people in Gambia, the beautiful people in Gambia, and indeed Africa as a whole and the Western diaspora. We want to acknowledge the presence of everyone here in the midst. I want to say much respect to our security team, much respect to the visitors, to the participants of the festivals, activities, everyone that took part in it. I want to say congratulations. And this year is a springboard for us as people in the diaspora to come on home. Marcus Garvey said, Africa for the Africans, those at home and us abroad. Well, no color, class, reading or creed, or the color of the eye, or the skin complexion. We don't use that to judge people. We burn out racism, we burn out prejudice. Love, remember, no hatred and no bound of corruption. So we step forward towards Africa's future in love, education, for the stability of the country. And we say much respect to the government and the president. Thanks for having us here and putting on such grandeur festival. And I trust that with the tenure in your office, I think Ghana has seen steady growth. Gambia, for the correction. Yeah, I'm really familiar with Ghana. It's all coming together, you know what I'm saying? And I want to make an important speech right here. I do think and know that it's the right way for all the presidents in Africa to come together and unite for Africa's future. That is why we are going down and our citizen villages are so deplorable. So once again, a pleasant welcome to Kunta Kinteh Island. And I hope you have a full joy of it because I'm on a tour. It's an excursion for me. Much respect to my picnic them in Jamaica, children in the world, England, France, Paris, Europe, all over the world. But Africa is the cradle for civilization. And you world leaders must stop robbing my continent, Africa. Stop digging out the gold and the diamond and killing my sons and daughters and all those stuff. A lot of things happening what we don't like. So it's time. Mothers cry tears when her children were gone, in shackles and chains, and their feet and their hands. 400 years on the slave plantation. Call them home, Gambia, call them home. I want me picnic them there in the Western world. Slave master repatriation, send home all the boys and girls. Gambia, Africa, open the door. Cause the wicked slave master cannot slave us no more. Gambia stand tall, Gambia stand tall. Welcome the world to the Roots Homecoming Festival. Holy Emmanuel,
these are the economic families of that. We have chiefs from various districts, and the coordinator of the National Council of Chiefs. Very highly respected in the society. May I introduce them? That's brother Sizzla. This is the main big reggae star. Yes, I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the government and of the Gambia to extend a special welcome to our brothers and sisters from the diaspora. As you know, this is James Island, but now renamed Kunta Kinteh Island by our Pan-Africanist president.
Thank you.
This site is significant because it probably provided the last view of the continent for our brothers and sisters who were taken away. I can also authoritatively say that this site is one of the first places to be reached by the European explorers. As early as 1456, a crew in Kadamosko's crew landed on this island. I mean, you all know that this river is exceptionally navigable, and they had this idea that it could take them to the interior of the continent in search of the fabled gold mines popularized by Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca in the 14th century, which actually led to the depreciation of the value of gold even in the Middle East. So, but certainly this site was important in the trade, illegal trade in slaves. And recent studies have shown that as much as 200,000 were transported through this fort. That is mostly from the territory that is now recognized as the Gambia. In those days, the borders were porous, and people could have been coming from the wider interior. So, as a matter of fact, the site is a World Heritage Site. It's listed in UNESCO's World Heritage List as being of outstanding significance to human understanding. That's because it bears witness to the atrocities that took place. You will see that it is in ruins. It is in ruins because not by accident. This side was one of the centers of the most intense inter-European rivalries. The British were mainly the occupants all of the time, but the French, they lived side by side with the French who were on the other side. But I can tell you, Dutch came here, Spanish came here, even pirates, Portuguese, they were the first. And even pirates took over the island at some point. It was a very hostile time, actually. It was very small and had to be artificially extended. And power that took it over tried to make it unusable for the order, and that is why it is in this dilapidated state. We don't have, it maintains a high degree of authenticity. We don't want to rebuild it. In fact, it has outlived its usefulness. It's just interesting as a witness to history. So our challenge is maintaining it, ensuring that the ruins are stable, and reinforcing the sea defense, actually, so that it continues to be here, so that we don't lose more than we have already lost of it. You are welcome to go around. We have our guides from the Jufure Albreda Youth Society who are at your disposal to give more explanations and anything you may like to know. Courtesy Baba Sizzla, I'm the head of the Arts Council.
Pleased to meet you.
My pleasure too.
And once again, Papa, please are soon this evening. Ye shall receive the blessing of goodness from Rastafari and righteousness from the God of your salvation. Be wise, O ye kings, be instructed of the earth, O ye judges. Know that Rastafari is the King Almighty, King of kings, Lord of lords, and you are his beautiful people. Rastafari is Almighty and his thankful of our creation. Yeliai!
Rastafari!
Yeliai!
Rastafari! Rastafari!
In the king's language, I would say, minimize Thank you.
On the other side, meet them there.
This lady, she runs the best cultural program in this country. She want to put she does the best culture TV. She's dying to talk on the national TV.
Alright guys, we are going to divide you into various groups and you will go around the various stone lights here. Then we'll take you around the spot. Okay? Please. So we do that
arms to run when they need here. Can we start now? Otherwise we will be here.
Blood still surround the island.
So this used to be the slave yard where they will separate the stronger slaves from the weaker ones. The stronger ones are branded with the grinding iron. You can still see them in the museum in the village here. So the weak ones, they will throw them into the water even alive, because then they have no regard for human beings. So the stronger ones will be grinded, and those are the ones they will keep, and those are the ones that will be transported. So out of every 100, almost 45 to 50 will die, especially during the Middle Passage, that is between Africa here, across the Atlantic Ocean, to Europe and the Americas. So that was the triangle and that. So normally this used to be a court on the island. So that's the long room, that's the dining room where the governor will have his long round table with his wine and food. And there you have
Are them big gun and them a user? This them have round here.
Gambia is 300 miles, which is 480 kilometers. So usually the rivers in Africa, 150 miles from the mouth is salt, and there is another 150 miles fresh
One more. Can you look at audio? Excuse me, baby. Come on, come away now.
As kings and queens, as we were before they took us from this land. And now we sing songs. Free man, free man. I sang songs of free man. My mother, chained to me, chained to them, I cried, I cried. Cried because they took my brother. My brother still sucking my mother's breast. My brother was fed to the sea. Oh, how I cried. My mother they whipped her because she cried about them whipping my father. She the slave, he the slave. Then I would arise at sun nearly rise, working away my life. No name, no name, I knew no name. I the forgotten soul, whipped to live, whipped because I lived, whipped to death. Today I sing song, redemption song. Freeing mother, freeing father, I sing songs to be free. Freeing I the slave, I the slave. Give thanks.
Blessings.